So if we go into choose plan, we have 3 different options here, and it's important to look through these because, well, in this video I'm going to get the basic one because that's all I need for this video, but some people may want the plus or the choice plus, so it's important not to save yourself $1 a month over something that could be a pretty substantial difference. Now, like for example, the automated backup could be a really important thing for your website, depending on what type of website you have and what you're looking for. Likewise, the 50 gigabytes limit of space on the basic option. If you have a lot of content on your website, a lot of pictures and a lot of just stuff, maybe videos for example, you may want to upgrade to the plus or the choice plus. But like I said, this video, I'm just getting the basic one. For a lot of websites, this is probably all you really need. And $3.95 per month, I'll talk about the price there in a second because it is not necessarily always $3.95 per month. It depends on how you get it. Now, choosing the domain, you can either have one that you already own and transfer it. So if you bought it from Namecheap, which is actually a really good way to buy a lot of domains, or from GoDaddy or something like that, you could save a little bit of money. It's a little bit more confusing, which is why I typically just buy the domain right here. So we are going to, or you could just say I'll create my domain later. You could skip it if you want. I recommend doing it right now. So let's say sandrellmediawebsite.com. And of course you could change it instead of .com. The other ones like .blog or .tech, like it's much more likely that your domain is open for those. .com is probably the most recognizable and one that I generally recommend. So then the next page right here, luckily the domain was not taken. As we go down, we can create our account information right here. And before I get into doing that, let's go down and I want to talk about the package down here. So you see that the price, first of all, they have 36 months for $3.95 per month. If you want to pay on a shorter time scale, maybe annual or biannual, then it's going to be either $6 a month or $5 per month. So really not a huge difference there, but if you're willing to make the 3-year commitment, honestly, it's only $140, so it's really not that expensive considering a lot of other business expenses are significantly more. And when you're creating this, WordPress is free, the template's free, the theme's free, so I wouldn't worry too much about that. If you think you can handle the longer range, go ahead and do that. Another thing is you actually don't have a month-by-month option here, so 12 months is the least you can get. And you'll see right there, the other option just popped up, so they are suggesting that we can get either, even a greater savings right now. So I'm going to claim the savings on that, and it'll bring us back to the same page again. And so that's why I didn't type in the account information yet. If that did not pop up for you, the way you would get it to pop up is just go up here as if you were about to X out, and right when your mouse gets somewhere up around here, that should pop up, and that will give you $2.95 per month, again, for 36 months. But now you'll notice that all of these dropped by $1 per month. So now I can get the 12 months for only $59, which is honestly a pretty good deal there. Now we do have free domain registration. I believe the domain's only free for the first year. This also gives you SSL encryption, which you'll see the little lock icon at the top. That's what it's going to do. Very important when people visit your site, and especially if you're taking any kind of credit card payments. Now, the package extras, we have some other things. The domain privacy and protection, an extra $1 per month. That way, normally you could just go to whois.com and I could find out who owns any domain, what their address is, what their phone number is, and sometimes you just want that information hidden. So that's typically what I would do. I'd pay the extra $1 per month to hide that. You also have CodeGuard Basic. I'm not going to get that on this website. I'm not going to get SiteLock on this website either. You may want these, so definitely go and read them as well. Now the payment information, I'm going to type that in right now, and we'll hit submit and get to the next page. So then click the giant blue button that says create my account. It'll bring you to this page right here, and we are going to create a password. And now this will bring you to this page right here, so we can go ahead and log into our account. So next, Bluehost wants to know a little bit more about what type of site you're creating, and this is so that they can recommend plugins and extensions for you on your website. I'm going to skip this step because we really don't need it right now. Likewise, what do we want to add to our store? We can have blog or our site, sorry. Next, they want to know what we should add to our site, so blog, store, about me. I'm going to skip that as well. I'm going to show you guys how you can import an entire website very easily for free. So we're going to skip all of these different things right here. Skip these steps. We're going to skip this as well. So if you get onto the bottom, we don't need to pick a theme just yet. We're going to click on, so actually let's just go through this real quick. So we have home, and this is going to give you a little bit of a checklist of things that they recommend you do. You can go down and see my sites. If you have multiple sites through Bluehost here, of course you can have different ones hosted, create a new site if you want. We have marketplace, email, and office, stuff like that. I'm not going to get into that. Domains, the ones that you bought are down here, and they tell you when they expire, how much they cost to renew, stuff like that. So for this video right now, to make our site, to make our WordPress website, go back to home, click on WordPress on the top right. So that'll bring us to this page right here, which may look like a very intimidating interface. First, we want to go to our email, the one that we use to sign up for everything, and verify our email address. So you should have an email that is the whois verification for whatever your domain is, and just click the green button that says verify your email. That way they can actually use the domain, verify that it's real, it's not a spam robot or something.